Imagine as a fish farmer, you apply for a grant or for funding, and then the funding agency or the grant agency requires that you should give the agency an expectation or an expected results, and they are requesting to see or to know your previous performance in terms of your output. Are you going to sit down and cook figures? And if you cook figures and you don't have evidence to back it up, how do you think it's going to affect you? Or you as a farmer, you are in your fish farm when an unexpected auditors visit your farm and they want to see how you have been performing and they want to audit you. What are you going to use to give to them for the auditing? All this boils down to the importance of record keeping. Now, do you know that not keeping proper record or not even keeping records at all can affect you tremendously as a farmer? In this video, I'm going to take you through the proper fish farm record keeping, why it is important, and how to do it rightly. So please, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. If you are new, this channel, what we do is to share fish farming tips based on our experience and research. So please, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do so and let's learn together. Now let's delve into details. I'm going to categorize this video into three main parts. Part 1 will have to do with the importance of keeping records. Part 2 will have to do how to keep proper record. And the last one is the proper tools to use to keep proper record. So let's begin with the importance or why you should keep record as a fish farmer. First has to do with financial management. When you are keeping records, you can be able to calculate your profit. You will be able to calculate your loss. Keeping proper record at your harvest can help you do such calculations, and it can help you make proper financial decisions. And if you don't have proper record, it will be difficult to do the right estimation as to whether you are making loss or you are making profit. So keeping records will help you to do financial management. The second one is stock management. Stock has to do with the amount of fish you put in the pond. Now when you keep that record, when you stock your fish, you keep records of the quantity of fish that you stock, the date, and possibly the time. And then you can be observing their growth rate, how they are growing, how they are behaving. You can also tell the amount of fish, the amount of feed the fish consume at a time. So even after when you harvest, you can still do the calculation to know, and then when you are stocking next batch, you will know how much fish to stock in there based on your previous records showing how you have stocked, the amount of fish you stock, how they grow, and then the quantity of feed that they take till the harvest. So this will also help you. The third one has to do with disease prevention and treatment. The second one has to do with disease prevention and treatment. When you are keeping records, and then when you stock, and you are recording, you record the water quality at all time, and then when there's a change in the water quality or water parameters, and then you observe whether there is disease outbreak. Now you know what is the level of the test or the parameters that have resulted in the outbreak of the disease. Now you have taken note. You can prevent that in future. You will also know when there's outbreak of diseases what caused that. Keeping that record in future, it will help you. And the keeping record will also help you to identify the pattern in which the fish are healthy and when the fish are not healthy. In feed management, as the fourth one, will help you make your feed very well. The quantity of feed that the fish have consumed from the stocking to the harvesting. Recording this will guide you in future. It will also let you to know the amount of feed that you have given to your fish. And for that matter, when you do your calculation of your profit and loss, you can factor that in and put it in. You should also will know the feed that has the best quality. As you are feeding them and you are recording the type of feed that you are giving them and you are recording their growth rate, you can tell per the duration which feed is giving you the best results. And when you note this, it's also going to help you in your feed management so that in future you will know the best feed to give to your fish. Because as the feed are even if all of them are commercial feeds, their nutritional level are never the same. So recording will help you to identify the best fish feed for your fish. Now, the fifth one has to do with regulatory compliance. In the introduction of this video, I asked practical questions as to when you want funding and they want to give you or they want you to give practical results of your previous harvesting. How do you get that record? Or government agencies wants to support you or they want to provide you with funds and then they want that record. How do you provide that record? All these are going to help you a lot. How do you keep proper record? First and foremost, you need to keep records of stocking. Keep records of the stocking density. How much fish you stock. Keep that down. Keep date of stocking. And then the quantity. And then the size of the fingerling or the fish that you have stocked. What they are juvenile, they are fingerling. Keep their size and possibly their measurement. And as you are keeping that, and all the time you are observing and updating the list, at the end, it will help you make decisions. The second record you keep is feed record. The quantity of feed you give them daily. The type of feed that you give them. The time that you feed them. All this, when you keep it, is going to help you to do adjustment of the feeding schedule and the quantity of feed and the amount of feed or the type of feed. And that will help you to get the best results as possible. And it will also help you in future to know how frequently to give your fish feed. We should also keep records of water parameters. Like I mentioned earlier, always do proper testing of the pH level, the dissolved oxygen level, the ammonia level, the nitrogen level, and all these parameters. Always measure and keep that record so that when they are changing, you know. And you will know at what time that the fish are doing better and what time of or what level of these parameters the fish are not doing better or there's this outbreak. When you note this, it's going to help you in future decisions and also help you to regulate the water quality in your farm. Also monitor growth rates. Keep records of the growth. Like I said earlier, when you stock and you keep records of their size or their measurement, as you are growing them, once a while, do weigh them to know their size at this time. I have a video on how to weigh your fish in the pond. You can do that. Check it out. Always keep records of the amount of weight that they have gained at a particular time. Then when you're keeping that record, it's also going to help you. Have daily records of your mortality or your diseases in the fish. When your fish are dying, keep records of the time of the death, what caused the mortality. Probably you might not tell all the time, but at least if it is caused by cannibalism, where you can see part of the fish being eaten up, then you know, then you can record it up. If you pick the dead fish and you see signs of diseases, you can record it up. And at the end, you can do the calculation, then you can be able to tell the mortality rate and then even the disease outbreak, what has caused the disease to be spreading, then that will help you to regulate and to help you to achieve your goals. Also keep expenses and income accounts. Expenses accounts has to do with any money or anything that you have input into the system or into the farm or into the fish. Record it down. And then when you also start harvesting or gaining from it, anything that you make from it, record it down. At the end of it, you can do your adjustment, do your calculation to know whether you are breaking even, whether you are making losses, or you are making profit. So all this is going to help you. Now let's come to the last part. That is proper tools to keep records. The most obvious one and the most traditional one is the paper and pen. Simple. Just get your notebook, your pen, and start writing everything down. You can draw your tables, you can just keep it like that. Record everything and keep it manual. But at this time, we now have sophisticated ways of doing things. You can use the computer system, where you can just open Microsoft Word and put it down, do your records. But the best one I would recommend is using the online tools to keep your records. This could be the Google Doc, it could be Google Spreadsheet, it could be file management softwares. This will give you online data keeping. Once you are keeping it online, it is always safe for you. And this is also helpful if some people are managing your farm on your behalf. Once they are putting the records in there, whatever you are, you can also have access to that records. But the disadvantage of that is also that it requires network. So in a situation where there's no network at your farm, it becomes challenging. Unless you write it the manual and come to where there's network and put it in. And that's also another workload. But after all, this is the best recommendation, and you can always find the data anywhere, anytime that you log into your system. And that's what I will recommend. I thank you so much for watching. If you have found value in the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let it reach more fish farmers. My name is Abdulaziz Issa. Thank you.